try and install. I mean, I'm going to watch and he is going to install, because I actually don't understand any of it. I have bought 2 solar panels, 100 watt each solar panel. We've got a split charger that's going to go from the main battery onto the leisure battery. I've got a fuse box, a light switch panel, some other stuff, some cables, some wires. I don't know what I bought. I just followed a list of what I thought I needed to buy, and he said, yeah, that looks like a good list. He's going to show me how to install it all. I want to know exactly what goes where in case I'm ever on the road and something happens that I need to fix. So I want to learn from someone who knows what they're doing. So the car battery lives underneath the passenger seat in the Vivaro. We're just trying to figure out exactly where we're going to run the cables from here to the split charge and the leisure battery.
How far down was it?
Don't know, about here I think. The split charge is this little red cable here. It's gone through the floor underneath and it's coming out here and going into the split charge.
This has got currently 12.7 volts. .73, 12.6. That's your car one. So what you should do, what should happen now is when you run the engine, this should go up to about 13.4, and then it'll trigger the relay, and the relay will then switch this one in, charge it. So let me just do it. Fire it up.
Fire it up. Really? Really? Yeah?
Yeah. Right, it's going up. That's charging.
That's now charging. Bye. We had to leave the van at my uncle's last night because we couldn't get it all finished and it started raining. So we're heading back there now. We're going to drop the fuel tank and install the diesel heater, which is going to be good because then it'll be a toasty warm van.
Don't try this at home. You need a vice, goggles, all the health and safety equipment.
What's that for?
That's the bottom plate, but you've got to cut out to the shape of the van floor. So it's nice and flat now, without rocking about.
And the heater can go on top of it.
That's correct.
And this is the heater. It's a Chinese diesel heater. We've got the exhaust. This is where the diesel line is connected onto there. Bing! And that will go into the diesel tank, which we've got to drop to be able to fit this in. That's the inlet, that's the exhaust.
Yeah.
And that's where the diesel tube goes. Are you lowering the fuel tank?
I'm just seeing if I can loosen it and get it ready.
The inflow, this is the exhaust and the diesel. Woo! So what we've got is coming through here is the split charge off of the main car battery into here, and then that's connected up to the leisure battery. The leisure battery looks like this at the moment because I'm still going to be driving around, so we've temporarily secured it with this wood that is secured to the battens on the floor, which is not going anywhere, just so I can drive and be safe. That is connected through this cable here under the flooring all the way up to our fuse box. Well, actually it goes all the way up to there, but this is our fuse box. So the whole system is connected up to here. This is the charge controller. This is going to convert the solar power into whatever form of power it is that's in here. But we've got the kill switches here as well, and there's a kill switch just down here too. So that is going to have to be out on display. Now, I've seen a lot of van videos where this is actually hidden away in a box, but you need to have it out because it has to have a certain amount of space around it so that it can have airflow. So I don't understand how other people are putting it in a box, because I don't want it to overheat, so it's staying out on the wall. Now that's obviously going to be connected up to our fuse box and our switch panel, which is going to go on the side of the cabinet, and the heater, which is all connected up. The only thing we haven't connected up is the diesel, and we're going to do that at some point, but it works. We managed to get the diesel heater in. It's not exactly in the position that I had hoped for. It's slightly over, but it's the only place that it could have actually worked with drilling through the floor of the van for the exhaust to come out of, and it's not going to be connected to the van's diesel tank, which is what I really wanted, because I didn't want to have to deal with a separate tank for the diesel heater in case of any spillages, or because I know that I'm going to spill it. But when we went to drop the tank, it wasn't possible to get it dropped enough for us to go straight into it, so we're gonna have to I'm just gonna have to make do with it being a separate diesel tank, which isn't too much of an issue, but it's just not exactly what I wanted. It's all looking good. It's all looking good, and all I can say is a massive thank you to my uncle and my dad for helping do it all, because electric wise I tried to wrap my head around it multiple times and just could not understand what I was doing for the life of me. It's easier for me if I do it for me to understand diagrams or the voltage and all that stuff, but once I saw it in place and saw it happening, then it was a hell of a lot easier to understand. That's that. It's in. It's all good. We have power. I bet the car next to me can see that I'm filming myself and probably thinks I'm a right weirdo.